little bit of leather and a little bit of lace. My oh my mother had a pretty face. My mother was a goddess, was a pagan. My dad, he was from the stars. He left his face a calling card on the planet Mars.
Zenbach here at Icon, and it is the year 2008, and we are at Stony Brook University, and I am looking at some shirts at a booth called the Dragon's Lair. And there are people running around here left and right, and I just wanted to show you some really nice stuff here on this booth, what they've got. These are pillowcases he's added. Nice, neat colors on this stuff. And I'm going to get Ed to show me some of this stuff probably tomorrow. But there's neat stuff here. I have teeth on this thing here. You know, one of my favorite little dogs. Right through the camera, thank you. Ruff. Okay, that's over here. I'm going to move. I know that things are going to drift. I'm in the t-shirt section right now. Lots of t-shirts, unusual stuff, and you can only find this in one booth, and it's exclusively at the Dragon's Lair. Also, one of the big projects here, one of the things that he shows, and I say project because bringing this in is a project, is his Windstone statues. And there's a lot of neat stuff, dragons, and there's an egg about to hatch, and there's eyes pointing out of that thing. And there's owls and mice and all kinds of cool little things. So, but this is where you can find it, the Dragon's Lair, at a convention near you. And you know, you can even check out their website and find out where they're going to be. This is a store that moves to you. And you know, you can even go to the internet and find them. The nicest thing about the internet is everybody is available with a click away. All right, we're going to check back with Ed and see what's going on at the Dragon's Lair. Well, Zenbach here with Dr. Frankenberg.
Ah, yes, it's a good day here at Icon.
It's always a good day.
I know, especially when you're dead.
I know, well, you know, a lot of people here are dead.
I know, it's hard. Sometimes we gotta keep them back in the ground.
Yeah, you know. So what are you promoting here at Icon?
Oh, here we're promoting a brand new haunted farm, 33 acres of pure terror, located at 371 Railroad Avenue in Center Moriches.
Okay. Is that an old graveyard or it's become a new one?
Oh, well, we can't exactly say, but, we just cover up the bodies and hope that nobody knows, but we've been having a little trouble lately because they keep coming back up.
Now, you guys have a peak season?
Oh, yes, we have a great peak season. Oh, yeah, last year we had a great season. This year we're looking for an even better season.
Okay, when can I visit this?
You can visit this every weekend, Friday through Sunday in October.
Okay, so October is the time for the visiting of the dead.
That is right. They'll be coming, they'll be standing tall, they'll be doing it all.
They'll be doing it all. And this is a Long Island event.
That's right.
But I can tell you that this is a high-quality operation, I'll tell you.
We don't like them too much.
That's right.
You what?
We don't like them too much, the Ghostbusters.
No.
They took my mother. I'm not very
You
proud.
took your mother.
My mother.
Maybe it was your mother-in-law.
No, it's my mom because they need a really big proton pack for that one.
No, your mother made me a lot of money. Not that I'm a ghost pimp or nothing.
You know.
No, we're a state-of-the-art facility. We have Hollywood quality props, Hollywood quality animatronics, ghouls, demons, you name it. We got it. We're looking for you.
There you go. They're looking for you.
That's right.
Yeah. So you want them to come in alive
Definitely.
and then you can scare the pants off them.
That's right, we got that. And if it's too scary for you, you can check out the Zombie Mafia, the first ever zombie musical on Long Island, located in Smithtown.
A zombie musical.
A zombie musical, the first of its kind ever.
Wow.
Wow, it's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be evil.
I like this. Zombie.
That's right.
You know, I might have to get a preview of that on my show.
You might have to just come on down. We'll film you guys. You know, I can't guarantee that you might make it through, but you know, you'll be there. It'll be, you know.
I like it. I like it.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Live. Excuse me, I insulted you.
Oh, that's okay.
Dead.
Thank you.
Dead at Icon. Zenbach here in a loud corner against the wall at Icon. And I'm with Rob. Rob, it's been a while. I wanted to
few years.
update on what you're doing.
What am I doing? I'm keeping busy. I've been working for MTV, VH1, Disney, Time Warner, Nickelodeon, Marvel Comics, DC Comics. I'm currently working on an upcoming horror zombie series with Joe Monks, and I just finished actually doing cancellation stamps for the post office's DC and Marvel's Hero stamps. So
Really? Wow. Government work.
government work.
Wow. That's a
So-
long way from the last time I spoke to you.
Yeah, last time you spoke with me, I was struggling to be a comic book artist and get my name on something.
And what did I tell you? Do you remember?
Keep trying, I believe.
No, I told you it was no doubt you were going to make it.
Oh, this is true.
And what I
This is
say
true.
about the color? Do you remember I told you about your color usage?
The color usage was spectacular.
That's right. And I'm going to mention it again.
quote.
The artwork on the color is so unique and eye-grabbing. I'm not just saying it because I'm sitting here, but of all the artists that I have, this is a must-see. There's nothing you're going to see on plasma or anything at home that's going to give you what you got in this booth. So this is get to this man's website, check this artwork out, and then maybe even do a gracious thing and buy something.
That works. That works.
You know, so
I always love when people look, though. It's the best part about art is when people can actually see it and enjoy it.
you've been doing other conventions.
I've been all over the place. I've actually been requested to come to about 15 conventions a year. I've done some web hosting where people have actually done like interviews with me, and they've had me doing commissions and had me doing conversations via satellite, which is really weird.
Wow.
So
Oh, I love that.
I love it. It's unique, but
Technology is beautiful.
technology is weird. When I first came into this, we were using graph paper and blue line, and now everything is right click, cut and paste. So I'm still not real computer literate with art. Hate it. Like to get my hands dirty.
All right. And last time I think we covered a little bit about computers.
A little bit.
No,
a little bit. I've
I-
done about as much now as I have then.
You know, we mentioned Mac.
Mac
last
and
time.
PC, yes.
Mac and PC, and I take it you were Mac.
Neither.
Oh, neither. What
Neither.
are you?
I have ink, and I have some brushes, and I have some paints,
Okay. So,
and there's almost nothing I do digitally still.
okay, but you got to show your artwork somewhere.
I actually have a gentleman named Derek Clemo who goes through everything on my website and takes care of everything on the internet because I cannot and just despise it. Internet is a beautiful thing. God bless everybody who programs things, and I am retarded that way.
Absolutely.
So-
I understand. When I say absolutely, the part I like is not having the time,
Oh, I definitely.
which is a sign of success.
Success is a good thing.
You know, and
Sleeping's nice, eating is nice, which I'm obviously doing without a problem.
Me too.
So
Me too. Me too. Well, I appreciate your time. I
Always
love
a
it.
pleasure.
What's the website for everybody out
it's
there?
Rob Granito, ROBGRANITO.com. Simple and easy.
Check it out.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Live on Zenbox Forte.
Live long and prosper.
Well, Zenbach is with, I won't say an old friend, a friend that I've known for many years.
Many years.
Many years. So, and as we go back, I see that things have changed with the things that you have been doing.
We're always doing something new. We always keep it fresh.
All right. I had seen at one point body makeup,
Yep.
painting and all that.
Yeah, I still do the face paint. I do full theatrical makeup, prosthetics, you name it.
And now I see an interesting aspect of clothing.
Oh yes, we have our lovely new kimono line. As you can see, we have a lot of fun.
Now, what's interesting with this is the way it's put together.
Well, we have multiple layers. The way the Japanese dress traditionally is a very layered look, and obviously more layers in the winter than in the summer, and different fabric weights. We have different weights of silk that conform to different seasons.
Yeah, it looks like you almost got hidden pockets too.
Oh yeah, we got all kinds of nifty little hidey holes in here. We can stick our fan all the way in here. A lot of fun.
And if somebody was curious about seeing or communicating with you, they can reach you at.
Bootwoman42@yahoo.com.
You have anything you want to show me?
Sure.
This is neat stuff, and a chance to talk to a pretty girl. So Zenbach likes doing this.
Tomasore. And to really, if you can get a good close-up on the detail here, this is what the kimono is all about. It's all about the textiles. This was originally a white piece of fabric when it started.
Really?
This is all layer of dye after dye after dye,
Wow.
followed by embroidery, followed by hand painting, all kinds of fun things.
So this is neat stuff. How did you get into this?
Well, for us, it was a combination of things. Ken and I both happen to just really, really love Japanese culture, especially the food. We love sake, and wearing the kimono, it's like running around in your pajamas all day long. It's fantastic. And secondly, where I do make costume accessories, I make the fuzzy ears, I've got the anime crowd which go gaga over the kimonos.
Right.
So we happened to be down in Atlanta at a show and met up with an importer of kimono, and they needed someone up in the Northeast to help them out. So here we are.
I take it that was Dragon Con.
That was Dragon Con.
Yeah, I have to tell people, if you haven't been to Dragon Con, you're in for a whole other experience. It's huge.
Dragon Con is amazing, absolutely amazing. Last year their numbers were 65,000 fans.
65,000 people attending a convention. One of these days, I'm going to go.
Oh yeah, you've got to. You've got to.
It's a pilgrimage. All righty. Well, I thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
You know, and we have really nice stuff. You got to come to a convention and see it. This is at Icon. You have other conventions you do?
Oh, we are all up and down the East Coast all year long. We do everything from PortCon through Dragon Con.
So that's a southern up to the Massachusetts or Rhode Island. And
Actually, PortCon is in Maine.
Maine. Oh, got to get up there myself. Hi, I'm Zenbach, and you are?
I'm Daniel Logan. I played Boba Fett in Star Wars.
Well, I wanted to welcome you to Icon.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here.
You know, this is the first for you here?
Yeah, it is first for me in Long Island. I've actually been out to New York many times, but first to Long Island, first to Icon.
You know, you had a big line down there. A lot of people are interested.
Yeah, actually, to tell you the truth, there was only 5 people, but I speak so much that it seems like the line just that was like there forever. But I just talk so much that I made my people in my line sit there and stand.
Is that the deal? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not going to keep you because I know you got everybody down there, but I just wanted to welcome you to Long Island and thank you.
Oh,
for
thank
coming
you very
down here,
much. Thank you very much.
know. And check us out on Zenbox Forte.
Zenboxforte.com.
I am Zenbach, and you are.
Captain Zorik.
And we are at Icon, and you have a con.
Yes, I work for the Big Apple Convention, New York's longest running comic book, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, pop culture, etc. show.
Yeah, it's a. When you say big, it is big.
It's big as in, it's big in spirit, it's big in heart, it's big because it's been going on. It's the Big Apple, it's the media capital of the universe.
Well, it's big in the fact that the guests you have, the people you have, and the fandom that comes in there.
That's right. We have a very strong, dedicated audience, and we work to get the best and most interesting guests at our June show. We have Malcolm McDowell lined up. We have Ice-T lined up, and he's probably going to bring his wife Coco along. We also have Doug Jones, and that's just for starters. Friday the 13th, Part 3 reunion we've got going on, and Catherine Lee Scott, who was in Dark Shadows and several Star Treks. So we really have a deep celebrity list.
Okay, so this is what I really want to get across. We're talking here now a range of just not comic book. We're talking film people.
Yes, film, classic pop culture, science fiction, horror, and fantasy. Yes.
Which also relates to some of this into spin-offs as comic books.
That's right. That's right. As you recall, Dell Comics and DC Comics in the 50s would take lots of TV shows and turn them into comic books. And so they really became part of the pop culture consciousness.
Yeah, it amazes me because I have been there a while ago, and I have to check out what for me would be a newer location. And
oh, that's right, because you haven't been to the Penn Plaza Pavilion since we've been there for the past 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a while, so I need to get in there and go.
That's right. It's a great location because it's right across the street from Penn Station and Madison Square Garden.
Okay, so you can just, for me, I could train in or beam in.
That's right. Train, beam, crawl, carrier pigeon, carry one of those Gandalf's carrier eagles could just drop you on the roof of the Hotel Pennsylvania.
Right. So now let me get this right. You open up on a Friday night? Or
the
Saturday?
June show is a Saturday and Sunday
Okay.
show. June 7th and 8th, Saturday and Sunday.
All right. So so June, what time would you guys open about?
10 a.m. and we close at 7.
Okay.
We're working on, in addition to having over 300 dealer tables and our spectacular guest list, we are very proud of the fact that we have them. This is just the start of the names of the comic book artists. We probably have more comic book artists, writers, and editors per capita than any other convention that I know of. Great selection of panels, Q&As, and how-tos. The famous Captain Zorak costume contest that I host. The most fun costume contest in the East Coast. And we're working on it. We've got a great lineup of films, including the screening premiere, the theatrical premiere of the full screening of Drawn by Pain, or is it Drawn of Pain? Drawn with Pain? It's a web video, web series.
Web series, right.
Let's see, Back Issues, Pirates vs. Ninjas, Tomb Raider fan film, a lot of films.
And collectible comic books, right?
Collectible comic books, of course, and gaming. We're working with Neutral Ground. We're working with Nerd NYC to have Yu-Gi-Oh! And other gaming tournaments.
All right. Well, everybody, you hear that, and that's coming up in June.
Right.
In the first week of June.
First week, 7th and 8th. Oh, yeah. The New York Jedi have been with us for 3 years, and they're going to be there, too.
All righty. And, and I'm probably going to beam in this year. I'm due. So that's what I would tell you guys to do. Plan it on June, pen it in, and keep it in mind as something you can do every year.
That's right. Twice a year, in fact. Our next show is in November.
Okay, so now we got twice a year. So this is the way to do it. Catch it in June, and then when you get close to that fall season, it's time for more comics.
That's right.
You take care, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Zenbach. Live long and prosper.
Always do. Well, Zenbach is here with more celebrities, more television heroes. Well, Zenbach is here with more celebrities, more television heroes, and with the latest and greatest at Icon. And I'm here with Vlad. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
And sidekick over here, Crichton.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you.
He's not psychic.
Not a psychic? No. He's a full kick. Full kick. So you've been hitting more conventions these days, a lot of them.
Right, and we have a couple coming up.
What are you doing?
Chiller.
Chiller Theater.
Fest. Monster Bash. Chiller again. Who knows what else?
What is the Monster Bash?
Bash is a classic horror convention, classic monsters, that's in the Pittsburgh area, Butler, Pennsylvania, in late June, and it's only classic monsters. And they have some Munsters and Addams Family guests and that kind of thing.
I love that. I love that. So you guys
and
are
we're also going to be appearing at your birthday party.
My 187th, if I make it.
He's going to jump out of a cake.
Okay. Are you bringing me the cake?
Sure.
Oh, I like this. You're all invited for the cake, So, well, we've had a lot of fun with the whole concept on Gula Gogo, and I've got a kick out of the guests you had. Had some nice guests, and the music, classic music.
Thank you.
And all. So, I guess my other thing I wanted to ask you guys is the Icon convention. This is what, about the 4th year here?
Right?
No. I think it's like 4 out of 5 or 5 out of past 6 or something like that.
And this is almost a local convention, which is interesting.
It's local for the people that live around in this area, yes.
Yeah, it's not as local to others, I guess, if you don't live around the area.
Right.
Right.
It's relative.
Well, it's great because we're on across all Long Island and in Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan. So if we go to New Jersey or Pennsylvania, you might not be able to tune in and get us. But here we are, so we can let people know. Plus, a lot of people now have this Verizon Fios thing. So they're like, well, I can't get you. Yes, you can. We're on WVVH on Fios, Verizon, with on demand and the regular one. And that goes beyond Long Island into New Jersey and like southern New York State, everything.
I got to do that.
Yeah, check us out that way.
Okay, you guys are busy. I'm going to do my disappearing act.
I'm going to sit back down then.
And you can sit back down. And you go hunt some people. Maybe kill somebody.
Sure.
That's it on Zenbach's forte. Hi, Lewis. I'm Zenbach.
Hi, how you doing? It's good to be here at Icon 27.
Yeah, 27 years. And it's so good they're going to do it next year, 28.
Yes. I've been here for a good 25 years now, coming to Icon.
Yeah, now I want to get right into what you're doing.
Well, what we do is a Doctor Who podcast called Doctor Who Podshock, and that's available at podshock.net or thegallifreyanembassy.org. The Gallifreyan Embassy has a long history here at Icon. We're a Doctor Who fan organization, and one of our first conventions were way back in the 80s here at Icon in Stony Brook.
Once upon a time, I met K9 here.
Yes, we had K9 here. You're very good.
Yeah.
You remember that well. Yes.
Yes, I was here.
One of our members, built K9, and he built another revision of it as well. I believe that was during Colin Baker, 1987 or 80. Or no, it was. I think it was 1987.
They showed through the night Doctor Who till about 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Which I was here.
Good times.
Yeah, I remember those times well. That was. Okay, so tell me what you're doing on the podcast.
Well, what we do is we review Doctor Who episodes. We interview various cast members and crew members involved in the show. We just interviewed John Levine, who played Sergeant Benton, and that should be coming out soon on our feeds. And this is weird. I'm usually the one interviewing people, so it's sort of a juxtaposition here. But it's good. We're having a lot of fun. As I said, we've started this years ago, but we've been doing the podcast for 3 years. So essentially what we did was we went from the analog world of printed newsletters to the digital world of having an interactive website and an audio podcast and a video podcast as well. And it's a very exciting time.
Isn't it amazing how the technology changed?
It's wonderful. And it makes everything. It gives everyone a voice and makes everyone accessible. We have a lot of live call-ins, people that can really talk about the show and express their opinions and reviews and really be part of the community.
What do you think of in this area that I guess it would be Sci-Fi Entertainment had brought back Doctor Who last year? Mm-hmm. And what do you think of the transitions of the new shows?
Well, it's obviously it's been updated. The key with Doctor Who, what makes it so, what makes the show live so long is that it just like the title character, it's constantly regenerating. So, which with each new producer, the show kind of regenerates, and it's been several years. It was 16 long years without any new Doctor Who, with the exception of the 1996 TV movie, without any new regular Doctor Who coming to our small screens. So. They had to be updated to the 21st century, and they have successfully done that. So, they really tried very hard to mesh the classic series with the new series, and I think they do.
There are so many small details that carry through.
Exactly.
My son would say to me, "Which Doctor Who do you like?" And I say they're all the same.
That's what I say. It's whoever I'm watching at the given time because they're all my favorites.
Yeah, but I look at them as all one person. So what's the difference?
It is, yeah.
Exactly
right.
So I love this show, and there was a special that I did not get to see. It had it on the internet for a while. It was a Christmas special.
Yes. Well, there've been several. There's
this one had not been aired here.
Okay. All right. Well, there's probably the most recent one, which was. Which took a Titanic theme. It was Voyage of the Dam, which is very similar to the Poseidon Adventure, and perhaps it's the one that you saw.
I haven't seen it actually. Okay. I'm trying to find it.
All right.
I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah, it was just premiered last December, and it was had a great success, great ratings. Everyone's enjoyed it very much.
The series when it came back on Sci-Fi Entertainment. I'm not trying to plug them, but it just. Since they were carrying it, I considered it the best pure form of sci-fi that I have seen in a long time.
Well, it's great because it's very much it's there's something for everyone there. You know, no matter what age you are, you know, it's family viewing. So if you're 8 or 80, you can really take away something from it and enjoy it.
Yeah, but I love they kept all the basics. It's all there.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I
know.
mean, it's all. If you're a traditional Doctor Who fan from the series way back, you'll find what you loved. The ingredients are still there. So. It's just a matter of being exposed to it.
There was a time there was a fellow named Baker.
Yes, there've been 2.
Right, right.
But most people in the U.S. probably will be familiar with Tom Baker, who was all curls and teeth and a scarf and hat. And,
Right.
That's the iconic image of who the Doctor is.
Right, and what I'm getting at is when that came out, a lot of people had a rough time thinking of anything but, except for the diehards.
Yes, yes. Well, for many people, that's their only exposure to Doctor Who. Many PBS stations were, and actually it started on local syndicated channels. They would only show the first 4 years of Tom Baker's and just repeat them over and over. So that's the only exposure they had. So that's how they identify, you know, the series and who the Doctor is.
Was the first partly?
The first one was William Hartnell, 1963, then followed by Patrick Troughton, then
Okay.
John Pertwee.
Okay, I'm off on that. See, so you're the Doctor Who maven. I'm not. I watch the show, but it's usually 3 in the morning when I finally caught it back.
Well, you know, but it's not to your fault. It's because they don't show those classic series anymore. So you're just not being exposed to it, and the audience at large isn't seeing it, which is really a shame. It's available on DVD, but you have to go out and get the DVD and know what you're looking for.
Somebody dropped the ball because this show should have continued right along after the.
Oh yeah, yeah. I believe that wholeheartedly. It's there was no reason to really axe the show when they did, and you know, it was a long hiatus, if you will, and we're just glad to have it back. You know, it was a lot of politics and a lot of stuff that was going on behind the scenes that really spelled doom for the show. But it had strong ratings. It could have continued on with the right person at the helm.
But it's amazing how the fans found ways to get the whole of the series.
Well, to their credit, they bridged the gap. During those lean years when there was no Doctor Who coming out, fans got together, started doing audio plays, and then they became professionals. Big Finish Productions that do audio dramas for Doctor Who is now licensed through the BBC to come out with official Doctor Who material, and they're thriving today.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not going to tie up all your time here. In fact, if you want, we can beam out. Have you ever beamed out?
It's been a while.
We can beam out.
That would be great.
You know, unless you got something else you want to add, I don't want to rush you.
Oh, no. This has been fantastic. I just wanted to thank you for this
Oh,
opportunity.
well, thank you too.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Or I should say, live long and prosper.
Long Island arthritis, and for my unknown brother, out there in the land of another country, I did it for you. Okay, let's get the beamer now. We're gonna go.
Cheers, everyone.
It comes from up there. Here we go.
Okay, here we are at the very end of Icon 27. I got my feet up. You probably have your feet up at home on that nice, comfortable couch. Where the hell were you this weekend? It was slow. It was very boring this weekend, but it could have been better if you had been here. We did have an interesting weekend. Nobody died this year. That's nice to know. And who had the Jack Daniels? But anyway, we had a great time. Next year, stop sitting on the damn couch. Get up off your ass and come to the Icon. See you next year.